Other boy reaction. Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, so we're hopping back into Once Upon a Time, Season 1, Episode 13, What Happened to Frederick? Don't know who that is. So last time was an okay episode for me. I know a lot of you really liked that episode and liked that relationship between Belle from Beauty and the Beast and what's his face? Rumpelstiltskin. I thought it was so weird. I didn't see any chemistry between them. I thought it was weird that, this girl would, fall in love with a man who's holding her prisoner. She's not allowed to leave. Like, I don't care how nice he is to her. Like, you're not allowed to leave. He eventually did let her go, but that wasn't until later. And so, I don't know, it's just a weird relationship. But, maybe we'll see more flashbacks. Maybe we'll see more, of that relationship. I don't know how it can build because, they were separated. Maybe we'll see more of their relationship before, he let her go. I don't know. But Belle is being held, prisoner in a mental asylum in Storybrooke by Regina, who I'm guessing she's doing it to get back at Mr. Gold, Rumpelstiltskin. Now Regina knows that Rumpelstiltskin remembers who he is. And that's where we left off. I'm still not happy with what's going on between David and Mary Margaret. David is being a coward. They're both being cowards, but David especially, since he's the one who thinks that he's married. It's like, just leave Catherine already. But anyway, we will find out what happens in this episode, so let's get to it.
I applied to law school.
Somewhere else?
That's amazing. It's in Boston.
Boston.
I know things have been hard between us, but maybe a fresh start is what we need. Maybe we've been fighting too hard to recapture old memories when we should have been making new ones instead.
This is your chance to tell her. Oh my god. Really? You just want to please her?
I know it's hard, but we have to tell her the truth about everything, about us.
I don't know if I can.
Oh my god.
If we can't be honest with other people, how can we be honest with each other?
Right. You're not even honest with
Is it
yourself.
really the best plan?
Yes!
What's your plan?
Do nothing and be with both people?
Moving to Boston?
No.
The only way no one gets hurt here is if we don't want to be together.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you want?
No.
Well, then make up your fucking mind. Make a decision.
You have to stop hiding and do something. It's better she hears it from you than from someone else.
Right. She'll get over
You have
it.
to make a choice.
God. That's so frustrating.
I choose you.
No, then you need to leave. Leave Catherine. You can't just say it.
Then it's time to tell Catherine.
Thank you. Now, who is this guy? Oh, she has a new coat. Oh, I like it.
Been meaning to bump into you.
See, I have a policy. I won't go out with guys who won't tell me their names. I don't weeds out the ones who like to keep secrets like they're already
Right.
married, or they store body parts in their freezer.
Right.
It's nice talking to you.
Is it Frederick?
It's August.
August.
August W. Booth.
Really?
He's telling Catherine.
He never said that.
Everything?
He never said that.
Everything.
I'll believe it when I fucking see it. Are you gonna do it?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
What's the reason? Just say it.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you have to say
The
it.
truth.
Right! Thank you, Catherine!
David, is there something going on that I don't know about?
Yes. Stop fucking lying.
No.
Oh my god! I knew it.
Something happened.
It's not a statue. Frederick saw the attack when no one else did and threw himself in front of my father, knocking him to safety. Because of my father's curse, he was instantly turned to gold.
All curses can be broken.
Not this one.
Have you tried True Love's Kiss?
Have you tried True Love's
My
Kiss?
lips bled.
Making his own book? What is he doing?
I really didn't mean to destroy your book.
Sure. Yeah, but you meant to take him away from Emma.
It's not just a book.
Okay, then what is it?
Emma.
It's Emma.
Right.
I want to see her.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because I thought you two were working it out. I wanted you to work it out. Believe me, I want you two together.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you care about any of that?
Because it keeps
Because I'm your
lovers
friend.
together. Or apart.
A friend wouldn't do this. A friend wouldn't lie.
Ooh. Either Regina or Catherine. Shit, shit.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
where you
shit.
going?
Hey, is that Frederick?
Catherine, I'm sorry.
Oh, smack. Ah!
Screw you, you're sorry.
Oh.
I understand you're upset. You have every right to be.
Thank you for that insight.
Can we please talk somewhere private?
Private? Why do you get any consideration at all? You have shown none for me.
Ooh.
Either of you. All you did was lie.
David didn't tell you about us?
No, of course not. That would have been the honorable thing to do.
Hmm.
But he said he would tell you.
Well, and he lied to you too.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck making it work.
You two deserve each other.
Yeah, they do. They do. I knew it. It's a woman. So now he's gonna be hesitant.
Hop on.
You want me to get on the back of that bike?
Yeah.
That's what hop on means.
How about if we go somewhere I drive?
How about you stop having to control everything and you owe me a drink. Hop on. I know a good watering hole.
Hold on to him.
I will.
Ah! Yes, Granny.
They say that the water from the well is fed by an underground lake, and that lake has magical properties.
Magic. You sound like Henry.
Smart kid. So this legend, it says that if you drink the water from the well, something lost will be returned to you.
Oh God. Don't do this.
Just kiss me.
No.
No, you want to. I can feel it.
No.
Why don't you just kiss him? Maybe it has to be his choice. Oh! What happens? What's gonna happen? Oh! Oh shit, he doesn't have a sword either. Oh! Damn. Ugh. Oh, I thought it said Trump. Tramp.
I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know how any of this happened.
You don't know.
Ugh,
Really?
right.
Hey, Margaret, I can't control what other people do.
No.
Oh my
You
God.
can control what you do.
Yes,
You
exactly.
lied.
No, I thought we could spare her feelings.
Oh my God, you can't.
Not we. You. And we discussed this.
Oh my God, I can't stand him.
I didn't want anyone to get hurt.
Someone's going to get
Someone
hurt.
is hurt. But you not only lied to her, you lied to me.
Hey, Margaret, please, listen to me. If we want to see if what
There's
we
nothing.
have
There's nothing
is
anymore.
love, we have to do what you said. You know, we have to pick up the pieces and we gotta move on.
She's done with you.
David, this isn't love. What we have is something else entirely. What we have is destructive.
My marriage to David, it just was like an illusion. I don't know how it happened, but it was never real.
Oh.
I know that now.
Wow.
The way David looks at Mary Margaret, that's what I want for me.
Me too.
I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna find it.
Good for her. No. She's gonna fuck it up somehow.
I'm sticking to my plan. I'm moving to Boston.
Wow. Wow. Yep. That's Frederick.
Abigail, what happened to me?
You were trapped, but now you're free.
Now what is she doing? Are you serious? You're gonna go into the house, fucking take the letter, or rewrite the letter. I don't know what you're gonna do. Really? Really?
Must have fallen off the dump truck on the way to the junkyard and got tossed around in the rain
No.
and somehow made its way back to me.
Wow, that's crazy.
What other explanation could there be?
I don't
How
know.
about you open it?
Well, whatever happened, it came back to me.
Maybe it means our luck is changing. Operation Cobra is back on. It's a sign. Things are gonna be better.
I hope you're right, kid. I gotta go.
Oh, she's
Don't
gonna
lie.
tell him.
Snow told me that we can't be together because she doesn't love me.
She left here to break up your wedding because she's in love with you. Unless something changed her mind along the way.
Not something.
Someone.
Someone.
James?
Oh, now he's gonna go back to.
Who are they?
Not someone.
Oh my god, evil. Did she crash? Oh, why? Or did her car just break down? What the fuck? Why did she crash? That was a pretty good one. A lot better than the last one. I always enjoy seeing David and Mary Margaret, even though they're so frustrating, but you know, that's what makes it fun to watch. Before I get into that, I have a weird theory about the mystery man. So far nothing really romantic or sexual has happened between he and Emma, so I'm wondering, it's gonna sound weird, what if he's Henry, like, grown up? Because he is obsessed with that book, just like Henry. He can come and go to the town. So far, only Henry and Emma have been able to do that. But how would he... this is a world of magic. What if he's, like, the grown-up Henry? He hasn't... Has he hit... I'm trying to remember if he's hit on Emma or not. Because otherwise, if he's hit on Emma, obviously that's not the case. Because Henry wouldn't do that, but... I don't know. I have no information about him, so I'm just speculating. But that would be interesting. I don't know why they would do that, but it would be interesting. Anyway, the episode was about David and Mary Margaret. It seemed like he was finally going to break up with Catherine. He did, but it wasn't... He still took the coward's way out. He did not tell her about her and about him and Mary Margaret. He thought he could spare her feelings. He didn't want her to get hurt. And so everyone got hurt, like Mary Margaret said. He's just so frustrating because he's so not Prince Charming. He's just so weak and so cowardly. It's very frustrating to watch because the solution is so simple, but this happens in real life all the time when people, like, this is why people have affairs, because they can't decide who they want to be with, so they take the coward's way out, and they just think they can have both. That way no one gets hurt, and no one's the wiser. It's like, no, like, you're still cheating on someone. Like, but anyway, Catherine finds out from Regina. Regina genuinely didn't know that Catherine didn't know what was going on. She assumed that Catherine was talking about the affair, but that wasn't the case. I thought it was an interesting side of Regina. Like, it was a small moment, but it was still an interesting moment when she had it with Henry, and she, like, when she says that she she was kind of sorry that she tore down his playground in order to build a new one. She said that she was doing it to protect him. She genuinely believes that. She loves him. I mean, in her own twisted way. If she really loved him, she would let him see his birth mother, even if it's, difficult for her, painful for her. But she had a moment there when he said that, when he said, it's not that, like, it's Emma, like, I want to see her. That's his birth mom. She had a moment where she felt bad that he was in pain, which is interesting. And it shows that she actually does care about him in her own way. I think even though she's manipulative, I think she kind of does feel bad. She did feel a little bad about Catherine being in pain too, and her finding out about the affair. I mean, Catherine's as close to a friend as Regina will ever have. You can't be, true friends because there's no, Regina doesn't tell her the full truth. So, you can only go so far, but that's the closest she'll ever get to a friend. She showed her the pictures. Catherine finds out they had an affair. She goes to Mary Margaret's school and smacks the hell out of her in front of everyone. It's so weird because I don't really know who to blame. I know I can blame David for sure, but at the same time he's under a spell. They're all under a spell, but still you can't. I feel like he's under a spell as far as his feelings. Like, his feelings are fake for Catherine, but okay, you care about both of them, but you need to make a decision on which one you want to be with more. There's always someone that you like better. He just doesn't want to hurt Catherine's feelings, but he clearly likes Snow White better, or Mary Margaret more. But he said in this episode, for the first time, that he feels like something is holding him back. Something is preventing him from, it felt like, it's like a force, and it is. It's the curse, but he doesn't know that. So it's interesting. That was kind of like the first time that he said that, like, there was something, like, out of his control. So that was interesting. It was very interesting to see Catherine's, or Abigail's story, and that she was actually a good person. So she's a good person in both, both realities. I thought, because the little bit that we saw of Abigail before, she was kind of rude, kind of spoiled, but it's only because she was being forced into an arranged marriage too. She didn't want to marry him. She was in love with someone else, so that makes perfect sense. I'm glad they didn't turn her into, like, this, cliche of, like, the other woman who's, bitchy, and he's marrying this awful woman. And no, like, she's a victim too. They were both forced into this marriage that they don't want to be in. She's in love with a guy named Frederick, who was accidentally turned into gold. And I remember from a few episodes ago, when we find out that, James is a twin. Um, the king said, or King might have said, remember what happened to Frederick? And I was like, well, who's that? But I figured it was someone who was turned into gold. Um, so now we get to see who Frederick is. We see who his Storybrooke version is. I guess is he he's either a coach, like a soccer coach, or he's like the PE teacher or something like that. But he seems to work at the school. And he bumped into Catherine. Neither of them know who each other is. But then we find out that he is Frederick. We also got this kind of interesting story with the siren, who, this lady of the lake who just lures, men into the depths of her waters and, drowns them. I don't know why, but that's what she does. James, Prince James, it was very tempted by her because she, made herself look like Snow White, and he loves her more than anything, and he's very tempted. He kissed her, they made out. I thought like as soon as you kiss her you die, but I forgot like it's a creature that drowns people, so her intention was to drown him. But yeah, like he resists her spell, but she still takes him underwater. And he almost drowns, but there happens to be a dagger like right next to him. He stabs her, he gets away. He brings only a little bit of water. I mean, they could have given him a bigger container, but he brings a little bit of water back with him, and Frederick is set free. Catherine and Frederick are reunited. And it was nice to see that she's a good person. She was just in a bad situation, the same as him. And yeah, I mean, we also saw, August is his name. Well, I guess he can't be Henry. I don't know why I want him to be. I don't know, because I don't know who he is. But he says his name is August, and he also said that he always tells the truth, and I kind of believed him. Like I feel like he has to tell like he's cursed with telling the truth always. So that's why he's very particular in what he says, which is interesting. I wonder why. But August W. Booth. And, he takes Emma on his motorcycle. He goes to the wishing well. We also saw August, like, remaking the book. Either he was making another version or he was, like, altering the stories in there. I don't know what he was doing and why. So I have no idea who he is. We end with, Regina stealing David's letter that Catherine had written to him. I mean, okay. I mean, that's not enough to really stop David and Mary Margaret from being together. I mean, they'll find another way. But Catherine, for some reason, crashed because, you can't leave town. But, like, why did she crash? Maybe, like, a deer or something jumped in the way. But she crashes, and she's, like, gone. She just disappeared. We also ended with Prince James and Red Riding Hood, riding off together. So maybe in the next episode or two, they'll, we'll get to see more Red Riding Hood and her story. That'll be interesting. I'm really curious to know what her story is. But that was Once Upon a Time. I enjoyed it. A lot happened. I'm glad David and Catherine are finally broken up. It didn't happen the way I thought it would, but at least, Catherine is not in the picture. So that's one obstacle out of the way. But now everyone's calling Mary Margaret a tramp, of course, and like he gets like no consequences. Like no one's, sneering at him walking down the street. He's the one that cheated. Of course, that always happens to the woman. It's always, the woman's fault. She's the home wrecker. What about him? He's the one who's wrecking his own home. He's the one with two women, being with two women. Like, that makes me so like angry. Like no one's maybe they'll say something in the next episode, but so far no one has said anything to him. Like, so I'm just assuming that like no one really blames him for cheating. It's always like whenever people have affairs, it's always like people assume like, oh, like she's a homewrecker, the woman is tempting the man, like the man can't help it. Oh, bullshit, fucking bullshit. He can make his own decisions and he's choosing to be with two women. So I don't care how much in pain he is because it's hurting him that he's with two people and he doesn't know who to choose and bullshit. Like, I mean, anyway, Mary Margaret said that she doesn't want to be with him anymore. So, that's not gonna last. Like, in like 2 episodes or something, they're probably gonna get back together. Now, the only obstacle is that the townspeople are gonna be talking about them. I bet you something's gonna happen at school where like either other teachers or parents are gonna be like, we don't want you teaching our kids, like you're a bad influence, some bullshit like that. She'll probably get called a tramp and a slut, like, for the rest of the season or something. I don't know. But it's gonna be hard, especially for her, because she's the woman. I just have a feeling he's not gonna have, like, any consequences. Like, maybe he'll get some stares, but, like, no one's gonna call him a tramp or a slut or, so we will have to see what happens. But I enjoyed this episode. If you did too, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. And I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye, guys. I can't tell you